What's going on, guys, and welcome back to our Minecolonies adventure. I was actually looking for a deep dark biome because I wanted to... We go on to Apotheosis. There's a specific bookshelf that I need, and it requires the warden tendrils. So I've actually come over to sculpt them, but as I was digging down, I had a pop-up come up of Out of Place, which is Find the Ancient Factory. So I thought I'd start recording here and see what this has to offer. It looks like a create type sort of structure. Okay, so we've got a bunch of these dudes here. Waters. Ow. They set you on fire apparently. Achievement. Whoa, that's pretty cool. They drop iron and redstone. Let's grab... What don't we want on us, you know what? Let's put our ray gun thing away. Oh, okay. Okay. Big laser. How much? Okay, not that difficult to kill with my sword. He drops Nixie tubes. Oh wait. Yeah, let's get rid of all of these watchers. It's like a mini boss type thing. Oh, it's a cataclysm one. I don't know. Like our armor's pretty good, and our sword is pretty good. Ow! Stop setting me on fire. This place looks really cool though. Oh, look, we've got loot boxes. Hey, it's not letting me interact with them. So I've got a bunch of tracks. Copper. More boxes. What do you like? Assuming that's for the track going around. Hey, how do we activate this boss? The Harbinger. Okay, let's see if it's in our quest book anywhere. Cataclysm. The Soul Forge. So the Soul Forge. Is it the Soul Forge? I don't think it is. It's this, the factory. So the ancient factory structure can be found underground in the overworld and is home to the Harbinger. Surrounded on all sides by unbreakable dungeon blocks, this forces the player to go in through the main. Yep, okay, got that. How do we activate the frickin' craft the other and use it to point you? Oh, okay, so these point you to the actual structures. The Harbinger is a large wither-like boss that requires a Nether Star to be awoken. Oh, okay, so we need a Nether Star to get this guy awake. Oh, that's going to be fun. Let's do just we want a waystone, and we want to go Harbinger Cataclysm, and then I'm going to go over to the Nether Fortress, get some Wither Skulls. I don't think we've got enough for... We've got 2, yeah, so we still need 1 more Wither Skull in order to actually what is it, spawn the Wither to get the Nether Star to activate the Harbinger fight. And we've got it. Wow, and we've got a spawn egg. That is freaking awesome. Okay, dokes, that is from like all of the extra things that we've got on here. So let's jump back over to here, go Minecolony home, and then we want to go down into our mine to spawn the Wither. Hop on over here. This is not what I had planned to do today. I've got like a whole bunch of different crafting things over here on the left hand side that I wanted us to work on. One of them we may actually do before we jump into that Harbinger fight. Let's grab the other Wither Skulls. all of these things can be thrown to here, and then we also want some soul sand. 4 bits. I also made a shotgun as well, a piglin one, so it uses the, I forgot what rounds it is, the hog rounds, which is like gold, gunpowder and shell casings. I don't think it's going to be very good against you. I don't think it's going to be very good against the Wither guy, because its like main perk is that it does occasionally deal with a damage, I do believe. Yeah, advantage, unless it's advantage on the Wither. I don't really know. Let's do this. Oh, we've got the Adrian Hell. But we'll try the shotgun on it and see how much damage it does. Come on, guy. So loud. Well, that works. Ow. He didn't do much damage to us. So let's throw the stuff away into there. I'll keep the Adrian helm on me. And then we can just head straight over to... Oh no, that's the thing that I wanted to try to do. These, like, heart canisters. So if we do that, and let's see if we can't make the... Is it 10 of these that you're able to get? 10. So then we can right click and then put in... Oh no, we need to make the bigger canisters, these things. Oh, god damn it. 10. What are these ones for then? I have no idea. Relic apple. We can make them. Then we can make these. Okay. So that's extra 10. Can we make the yellow ones? Ooh. Have we got any yellow hearts? We've got 1, and we've got 1 green heart. Oh my god, we need to start farming then. Can we then put this guy on us? Where would it go? I have no... Oh, we found a slot. Okay. So, the angler's hat is going to have to be put away. That axe we don't need on us anymore. So that can go away. I don't know what these are for. Oh, okay. Oh, these are like heal patches. I didn't even read that. Okay, so you can get like upgraded ones to heal you on the go. That's pretty cool. I didn't realise that. So let's go back to the Harbinger. So many waypoints. Did he turn? I feel like he turned. Got our food. And this is probably going to be death, by the way. I'm not overly confident. But we have now got 75 hearts, so... Oh my god, I forgot about the music. Ow. Oh, this one we can probably do. If we couldn't fly, this one would be near impossible. Yeah. Ooh, okay. Got the music disc, block of witherite, and a whole bunch of other crap. Oh, so we can actually respawn him. go away, fire. Are we able to stop these? I don't know what these things are for. Oh, that one went up. Yeah, yes. Ow! What shot me? Okay, so I think that stopped these guys, so we can actually loot them. Let's put away the crap that we don't need. Wow. Right, we could go round and just steal all of the create stuff. I also wouldn't mind knowing what's behind this. What are you? Do you give us any bad effects? Flammable. Interesting. I'm not too sure what this liquid is. Lumicine? So many levers everywhere. So let's see what we can do with this block of witherite. So we can use it as a trim. Oh, crafting recipe to make the draconic fusion crafting injectors. The meat shredder. That looks really cool. Right click damages entities in front. The Wither Assault shoulder weapon uses precision mechanism, cannon. Anything else? Oh, entity spawner. We need this for, but we also need a whole bunch of the other boss drops. Laser Gatling. Mechanical fusion anvil. And what can this be used for? Time lost eye of the harbinger. Okay. It's like a special apothic charm thing. How do we get this? Oh, we need the artifacts items. But we got another music disc and a whole bunch of other stuff that can all be thrown away. Oh, the music disc I did actually want to put with our other music discs, otherwise it's going to take an extra slot that we don't need. But we will keep this saved here. But also, I wanted to actually look around. Can we? How do we get out of here, button? Oh, we came in this way. Oh, okay, cool. This looks like a nether portal. Is that a bamboo water wheel? Hello. Thank you for the minecart. What are gantries? Okay, yeah, I'm going to keep on looking for the deep dark. And see if I can't find any of them things, but if I do find it, then I'll bring it back. Alright, I've managed to find an ancient city. Have we got any more waystones? Yes, we do. Just on the off chance that I happen to perish, because I need to go fight some of the wardens. I also want to see what loot tables they got here, to see if there's any special items that we actually need from here. Got decent books and lunar stones. You're going to be a mimic, aren't you? Oh, no, but it's on TNT. Sweet. Sculptone. That's for making the deep dark, the skulk guns, which I really want this Forlorn Hope sniper. They look really cool. All happy days there. Let's start putting stuff away. No, not my pick. Oh wow, you just get a gun. Skulk cells. Obtained Pell. Oh, okay. Put stuff away. Okay, let's go fight a warden first of all. So, gonna have to set this thing off a few times. Oh, Swift Snake. Come on, I need you to set yourself there. Yeah, darkness doesn't affect me because I've got night vision. Is it 3 warnings? Or is it 4? I guess 1 more and then he should spawn. Oh wow, I can one-shot him. Well, we got the tendrils, so I'm gonna go. Oh, he drops the blue hearts. Why does he drop the next tier of hearts? I thought, oh, blue. I thought next tier was yellow. It goes like red, yellow, green, blue. Why would he drop like the end tier hearts? But yeah, I'm gonna farm him because I need at least like 10 of these hearts. So yeah, I'll catch you back after I've murdered a bunch of these guys. Alright, so I'm on a bit of a quest here to, first of all, kill these guys. I need Wither Skulls in order to spawn the Wither to get the yellow hearts in order to then do the green and then the blue hearts. And we've got a couple of spawn eggs and we've got a couple of spawners that I've been picking up using Silk Touch. So we're just going to do a very sort of low-tech version of just a spawn room. I'm just going to dig out an area like a 9x9 cube directly underneath where the Nether Fortress is, and just whack the spawner down, use one of the spawn eggs that we've got from the capturing enchant on our sword on the spawner to then spawn withers in this room and just kill with my sword. The reason that I'm doing it kill with my sword is because I've got a much better chance of getting the heads using the sword than I have by setting up a mob grinder. There are looting versions of the mob grinder tools that you can get, and down the road we will be doing like automated versions of this type of farm. But for now, just quick and dirty sort of setup in order for me to manually well, not really manually, but let them spawn into a room where I could just murder their face rather than running around the fortress like a headless chicken trying to find them as they spawn. But yeah, let me get this set up, and once it's set up then I'll bring it back. I got a room sort of dug out and we just want to put this up there, but what we can actually look at is the spawner wow, words today. Spawner modifications. So you can have it ignore light by using a soul lantern on it, +2 max entities with a nether star, +1 spawn count with the echo shards. That is silent, no AI, -10, so treated brass, or -10 spawn delay. Turtle eggs for babies for some reason. You can control it with redstone, ignores players so it always spawns. Activation range, and that one's going to be the hard one, precision and a radiant bar, which is very hard. So what we are probably going to want is the treated brass if we've got it, and the echo shards. So have we got any treated brass? No. How does one make? I'm pretty sure I've got the blend. Yeah, this stuff. I just haven't smelted it. Let me go and have a quick look. What I can do is break a hole in here. I swore that I made, because I needed a bunch of treated brass to make one of the guns. Yeah, treated brass. And oh look, we've got a bunch of it here. Okay, you guys can stay now. So treated brass and what is it, echo shards? in the bags. We picked up a bunch. We've got 4 there. We can also craft them as well. 10 of them. Just so it speeds it up and it sort of increases the amount that spawns each time. No, not Never Fortress 2. It's Never Fortress. So, let's put you up there. And then use a wither spawn egg. And then use as many of these as we can. And as many of these as we can. I am the fast. Then we can just see how many it spawns on each cycle. We got no heads, a bunch of the withered bones. Which we need them for the canisters as well. And we can turn them into bone meal. Once more. Oh my god. Okay. It's one of the cool weapons as well. I'm wondering why they're not attacking me. It's because I'm invisible. I'm invisible due to the cloak and it's considered dark in here. Let's start throwing some of this crap. Oh, so we've got 3 of the heads already. Can we get a trash can here? That'd be real helpful. Like so. And we can throw away the swords that we get. But yeah, let me do that. I need a whole bunch of these heads. Once I've got that, I'll fight the withers. And we can spawn a bunch of withers in and see just how many of them we can take on at the same time. I think I'm out of the... Oh no, I am actually in range. So yeah, catch you back in a sec. Alright, so this could be a very bad idea, but we are just going to spawn a whole bunch of withers in. Uh-oh. Do that. Can we grab you before you all explode? Ow. Okay. I need my sword. Such a bad idea. That was loud. But we've got a whole bunch of the wither eyes. We had the disc on us already. What else did we get? Stars, the miniature yellow hearts. So we should be able to do the yellow heart canisters now. Can we just teleport home? Might be easier. Put these discs away over here. And throw the rest of this crap into there. So, the yellow hearts, we need 10 of the red ones, which means we need 10 more of these. Thank you. And 10 more of these. Alright, just going to run out of apples then. That'd be a weird thing to run out of trying to do this. Do that, and then... I don't know how many enchanted golden apples we got. Exactly 10. Well, that is kismet, if anything. Let's grab you. Ow. So, put our yellow hearts in there. And then we can put you back on. So we go from 50 hearts up to 100 now. So that has literally doubled our health. Freaking awesome. We do need to refuel our pack before I forget. But now that we've got that, like, we're a bit of ways away from doing the green and blue hearts at the moment. Mainly because I don't know who drops the green hearts. Like, the Ender Dragon. Oh, okay. So, we can change one blue heart. So if we go hearts, how do we melt them? Oh, okay, so if we go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If we do this and we change these hearts, like the blue hearts are the easiest ones for us to get hold of. We then smelt these. And then we can change these into the green hearts. A lot of green hearts, and then we should be able to change these to yellows. Well, that's a lot easier. And then can we use these in... How do we turn them back into normal hearts though? Okay, so it takes the globs around. I'm so confused. What is the point in that if you have to... Oh, okay. So if we have like loads of red hearts, which we do, and then we surround them with, say we want yellow hearts, we can then get a bunch of normal yellow hearts. So let's grab a whole bunch more, and then do this. Then we are also going to need the green hearts as well. Do that. Yes. So I'm trying to work out how many we need. So we need over 10, 20, 30 more yellows, 20 greens, and then 10 blues. I think the easiest thing for me to do is just go farm some of the wardens, then melt them, do this crafting thing in order to get the hearts that we need. Yeah, but that's not actually what we were planning on working on today, even remotely, and it's killed like 30 minutes of our freaking episode doing it. What I wanted to do is actually get into the applied energetics, but in order to do that we need to make the printed chips. So there's a couple of different ways that you can do it. I think the way that we are going to do it, I don't know, this one makes 16 at a time, and it does use energy, which is fine because we've got energy being sort of done anyway, but it's the plastic that's going to be the issue doing it this way. So I think I would rather just use this method, using the different inscribers. And we've got the quartz, so the Certix quartz and the Fluix quartz being traded with these village auto traders that I set up. So we've got 2,000 of Fluix crystals, 4.4 thousand of Certix quartz, and all I'm doing is coming over here now and again and just feeding a whole bunch of emeralds into the functional storage drawers, like so. And then they auto trade it for the Fluix and the Certix quartz, which is how I'm getting them. I do need one of these to actually, can we, I need to see what inscribers we've got. So we've got the logic press, and we've got the calculation press. What other presses is there? So we need engineering and silicon, and you do get both of them from the villager trade, so we need to see what other trades this guy's got. So nope, we've got logic already. Really, guy? Okay, so we're probably gonna have to waste some villagers doing this then. Let's get him back on the right trade. It's going to have a whole bunch of random crap here. You, and you. And all be thrown into storage. So yeah, let me get the trades to get these other presses, and then we can sort of set up the the create sort of, what is it? Oh my god, words today, please, seriously. The conveyor belts to set up the actual press lines to make the circuit chips that we actually need. That is, yes, that's the sentence I was going for. We finally got it. Oh, that was painful. I had to waste a whole bunch of villagers in order to do that. So like 5 villagers to sort through them. Okay, well, we got all of the presses that we need. Let's throw all of this stuff back in here. What we can actually do though is go and grab a bunch of emeralds, go back to our traders and see what parts we actually need for these guys. None of that, I don't think. We don't need train stuff. No. None of them's got the deployer. Like, can you get a deployer as a trade? No. But this you can, for some reason. So we need 4 deployers, 4 presses. Let's see what we have actually got. So we need deployers, we've just got 4, which is happy days there. And do we have any presses? I'm not seeing them. Oh yes, we have 4 of them as well. And we've got the conveyor belts, or mechanical belts. Happy days. And let's just set up some barrels for the time being. 14. Don't need that many, but that's fine. Is there a way of making our current guy link to these guys? Locking, linking. No, it's just out of range. How can we upgrade you? We can. Upgrade. Grab another one of you. What? Would that extend the range then? It did. Add you. Ah, we still need to upgrade it by 1 more. So tedious. This is the sort of stuff that I should sort of do in the background off camera. But yeah, it's one of them things I think, I'll just do this quickly, but quickly is never quickly in this game. So, what I did actually start doing off camera, there's 2 different things. I've sort of cleared off an area over here, ready for a future build. That's not going to be where we're working today. And then I've got an idea that I actually want our main base, because obviously we're outgrowing this boat very, very quickly. As you could probably tell with how cramped everything is. So I'm thinking that I want to go for like a bunker, sort of a fallout bunker, but in a more steampunk-esque sort of way. So I've actually brought over our rotational energy over to here already. So what we can do is, first of all, start setting up the machines. And we want 4 of them. I've sort of separated it in chunks. The first chunk there is going to be our sort of vault door. And then these first 2 are going to be like a big open sort of hallway, like a initiation or introduction area. And then we're going to have the workrooms going off from the sides and in each direction. And so we're going to want, say, 1 there, probably 2 block gap in between them 2, and 1, 2. Is that right? 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Well, oh, that's because this isn't coming out down in the center point. That's fine. 1, 2, 2. So technically we want 1 there. And 1, 2 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do that. That. And one there. And one there. Awesome. I'm going to want our belts. Here. There. 2, 3, 4. Trying to think of how I want this set up. So I think all three of them has to have the deployer and then the press. So we go deployer, 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 and deployer, and then one block gap with the presses. Awesome, and then we're going to want one of each of these. Oh, I just want one. You go into there. You go into there. Silicon. We've got silicon. We've got 2 silicons. For God's sake. Engineering. Stop restocking my hand. Logic. And calculation. Awesome. So let me link up the rotational energy, because I'm probably going to want to hide the parts underneath the ground. I'm probably going to want to recess this back into the wall, just so it's not a big thing sticking out of nowhere. So let me do that, and then we can see how it all runs once I've got it up. Alright, so I've got all of the rotational force in order the way, although I'm not happy with the way that it looks overly, but that can be sorted. Oh my god, blocks ready to get out of my pocket. That could be sorted out over time as we sort of decorate the rest of the room. I want to raise the ceiling up by a few blocks. I don't know if we've got enough room because the ocean or the lake is above us somewhere. Actually, I think the lake is further down that way. I think it's like these 2 chunks as the lake above it. I just need to be careful and wary of that. Now, what is it I need to actually throw into these things? I forgot the resources, so this one is just Certis quartz for the calculation. Diamond is for the inscriber. Is it? No, engineering. So diamond engineering. You know what will be a lot easier? Let me get some. Have we got placards? Nope. Have we got placards in here? I know that I had some. I really wish there was like a search function in here, because yeah. Okay. Placards. Just need 4 of these. Just so I know what to put into each one. That, and that. So this one is the silicon press. Silicon press is silicon? Well, that makes sense. Silicon, or yeah, just silicon. Have we got silicon? How does one get silicon? You smelt Certis quartz dust, so we need to go quickly grab some of that. Awesome. Which is fine. What we can do is grab a bunch of the Certis quartz. So we're probably going to need a lot of this at some point. Throw it into our crusher wheel here. No, not what I wanted to do. God damn it. That's just fine, whatever. You can go there for a second. What we can do this, do that, grab the dust, and then such a backwards way around doing this. So let me grind out a bunch of this and then snow it all into the silicon. Alright, so I've got a bunch of silicon made, and the other ones are now all labelled up. So we've got the Certis, gold sheets, diamonds, and silicon. So if we go silicon, say grab a couple of stacks of that, gold, a couple of stacks of them, diamonds, a couple of stacks of these, and what was the last one? Certis. Certis, a couple of stacks of these. So silicon, diamonds, gold, and Certis. Why? Oh, none of these ones are pressing. No! Stop! Please, for the love of God, stop. We're gonna have to turn this one. Okay, so that one's now running. We then queue up. Oh my God. That. And what we can do is just throw these in here. That should be all of our circuit boards being made. Silicon, engineering. Well, we then need to use these in another sequence to make the actual finished processors, which all of them I think are going to be whatever that circuit is, with silicon going through with redstone. So 2 deployers and a press. Don't know if we're going to want like one for each thing, like one of them sequences for each type of chip, so that way we just keep a barrel above the deployer stocked with redstone along with the printed engineer circuits, and then just have the silicon going through the different things as we need them. Once we've got the applied energetics up and running, sorting out auto crafting will be a lot quicker and easier, because at the moment I'm having to manually run around and put stuff in barrels to get it to process stuff, but eventually it's going to be a case where we can just have the exporters from our digital storage directly into the chest, keeping them topped up and auto-craft and stuff. So, we're going to need, I think, having one along here, just for the time being, so that way we can manually do it. Yeah, I don't think that's too bad. So we're going to need a couple more deployers. No brass sheets. God damn it. If we go... Oh, we're going to need brass as well. That's really annoying. If we just throw the brass into here, it will just make the sheets for us, won't it? Yeah, that's fine. I'll have to craft up a bunch more brass in between episodes, I think. So, brass sheets. Picking up one of them. I want... Oh, why am I picking up that? No! Come on, please don't tell me I need more of these. Okay. So there's 2 deployers and a press. Press. Oh my god. Mechanical press. Yeah. Thank you. And we're going to want shafts, belts. So say from here to here. Actually, if we do it one closer and then have the endpoints there. That's to there. I'm going to want 2 deployers 1 and 2, and then the press at the end. Awesome. Then we're going to want some encased chain drives. Like that. Then I'm going to run the rotational force underneath the ground like I have done for this stuff here. Ah, no, I broke one of the things. No, that one's even worse. What did I break there? Oh, it's just a gearbox. Okay, that makes sense. If we angle the gearbox differently, we could just get the rotational force coming straight this way. If we go like that, is that still? Yeah, everything's running the right way. We can run this guy. Down to here. And so I think that's running the right way. Then have these guys. I would be running the wrong way, wouldn't it? Oh my god, really? Just do your job. So this one, we're going to want a few barrels. Did I put barrels away somewhere? Yes, I did. And go like so, like so. Then some dark oak. But I will spin this rotation round once I've just put these into place. That is an easy fix just by throwing an additional gearbox in the mix. There we go. Then going to one inside funnels. Patch this area up. Don't worry, this is not going to be the building material of choice once we actually decorate the place. I just want this up and running. Then we're going to want this to be redstone every single time, I think. So, redstone. I don't know, can it pull from that barrel or not? Like, I don't really know. So, we're definitely going to want more silicon. Like 4 more. Oh no. How is it we're 1 shy? Hello. What are you selling? Efficiency 6 axe. It's not a terrible trade, to be honest with you. So then we're going to want... Let's go with these ones first of all. I don't know if it can pull from that storage above it or not. We then do that. No goblin. That's our engineering processes. Yeah, see, this one isn't pulling from the barrel above, which I thought it was going to do. I read. Around the den on the go. Go badness down there. It's just a good sort of head start on what we need. Let's go to you. Let's go to you. Let's go to you. There we do nuts. Nuts. This one's done. Do that. Do that. I'll throw a stack of these in. That is our logic processors done. Yeah, I really don't know how I've managed to lose a singular silicon. It's going to be annoying. Come on, guy, craft, craft, craft. And nuts, and silicon. And that's our 3 different type of processors. So we're probably going to wrap up the episode there, because otherwise it will end up going on for ages if I start getting into the crafting of the stuff. But we have got the basics of how to craft them now. Like fluids we've got on tap, the Certis quartz we've got on tap. The chips are pretty much used in most of these things, like fluid dust, just crush into fluid crystals. So what I will do in between this episode and next episode, I'm going to tidy up this area a little bit, pre-craft a whole bunch more of the processors, and just so we've got all the stuff ready to go ahead. Silicon. And pre-process a bunch of the materials, so that way we've got a bunch of the dust of the fluids, a bunch of the Certis quartz dust, a whole bunch more of the silicon, because yeah, we're going to need a few of the ME controllers, which aren't actually that expensive. We've got Skystone already, so we can do that. We've got energy being produced. The inscribers, atomic alloy. See, this is like way down the line in mechanism, so we're not going to get into the inscribers. So we're going to be sticking with the create processes of making and manufacturing our chips. And then the rest of these are just relatively simple. Just like the crafting steps to do them get very sort of tedious and long. So you need a bunch of logic processors to make the different storage units, and then to go up the different tiers to make the actual item cells that you could put into your hard drive. Well, not your hard drive, but your ME drive. But then we're also going to need to make a whole bunch of the applied energetic cables as well. So, going to want a whole bunch of fluid smart cables. So what we can do is bookmark that so we remember. We're going to want a whole bunch of normal fluid cables. And dense smart cables as well. And quartz fiber. Yeah, so that actually does get expensive. So fluid smart cable makes one of them. Oh my god, I forgot the tediousness of it. Covered cable, just fluids covered with wool. We've got enough wool to do it. So yeah, we're sort of all geared to start getting into our digital storage. Well, if we go forward just a bit, we disappear, because this block here is just low enough light level that we actually go invisible. But hopefully you enjoyed today's episode, and hopefully I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye bye.